So I've been thinking about something recently, something hilarious and something a little sad. Do you know what dads are absolutely terrible at? Making friends. I mean, seriously, if there was a sport for avoiding meaningful conversations, dude, you and I, we'd be gold medalists, man. Let me paint the picture for you. A dad shows up at a soccer game. He's got his dang folding chair, and he's got his dang sunglasses on. He's got a little something in his Yeti. He's walking up to the game, son just running in front of him. And guess what he does, dude? He spots another dad sitting over there across the field that looks just as silly as him. He's got the same dang t-shirt on, and guess what? He's carrying his darn chair, and he's got his Yeti, and he's looking just as goofy as you. And his kid's running out in front of him and tripping over the grass just like every other little kid. Does he walk over there and say, "Hey, what's up, man? I see you look just as silly as me, just as awkward as me, and your kid's tripping over grass just like mine is. Man, they're just crazy and rolling around in grass together. And guess what, dude? We can be friends." Of course they don't, man. You're not gonna get that from a dad. We gotta bow up, dude. He's gonna come to me first, dude. If he wants to be my friend, dude, he's gonna come over to me first, no doubt about it. And instead, he sits 30 feet away, sitting in his darn chair, drinking and sipping something from his Yeti. And he's got his dang socks and sandals all together, wrapped up in one, like he just slid them on. And he looks over, man, and that dad's looking at him, and guess what he does? He doesn't wave or give him a cool peace sign or something, or give him the A-town down. What does he do? Dude, he pulls out his phone and he acts like he's answering a phone call and acting all important and stuff. Dude, it's Saturday morning, man. You're out here running around with your kids. You know you're not that important. And then what does he do? He puts his darn sunglasses on, maybe a little bit tighter, and he's scanning to make sure that little joker across the park there, across the field there, is not looking at him. Because guess what? If he's looking at him, it's going to be something, dude. It's going to be something. See, dads are really terrible at making friends. And then when he looks up, he doesn't see him anymore, man. He's like, "Oh shoot, man, where'd that other dad go? Where did he go?" He's over here acting like he's on his phone call. But guess what? He's looking, he's paranoid. And all of a sudden he sees a silhouette of a man, a shadow casted in front of him. He's walking up and he's thinking, "Golly, dude, this guy's over here trying to come up and talk to me. I don't want to talk to him, dude. It's Saturday morning. I got business to take care of." And now the real comedy is he taps him on the shoulder, and they both are standing face to face now. And they're looking for words to say, man. And one dad may say, "Dude, it looks like your kid is terrible at soccer just like mine is." And then they start having some awkward conversations like they're reading from Post-it note, saying things like, "Dude, they grow up so fast, man. And you don't know they've grown up that fast. They're both your first kid." And then you drop another line like, "Dude, do you watch sports? Who's your team?" You know, they have these awkward conversations, and then they break rapport and they say, "All right, man, I got to get back to this phone call." And then the other dad leaves and goes back to his chair on the other side of the field. It's like dads are programmed, man, to not engage in intimate conversations or have intimate relationships. I'm not talking about a sexual relationship. I'm talking about a real friendship. Dads are programmed not to engage. They're thinking, "Man, I don't want another friend." And God only knows they ain't got but one friend. You need friends, man. You weren't built to live and go through this life alone. And this lack of friendship, this lack of intimacy, this lack of relationship reminds me of the parable in the Bible talking about hiding your talents. You know the parable in the Bible. If you read the Bible, you know what I'm talking about. See, there was 3 men, and each were given talents, and 2 expanded on those talents, and 1 buried his talents out of fear. So you may be asking yourself right now when you're watching this on the other side of this screen, what the heck does this have to do with friendship? See, friendship is a talent that you have that you're supposed to invest in. See, there's a return on relationships. And you may be that person that other guy needs in a moment of crisis later down the road, in which you don't see right now. And see, dads, sometimes they bury their talent. They bury these friendships because they're afraid. They're afraid of rejection, and they can't add another friend because it's going to break up their routine. Their routine of getting to work on Monday, putting in a hard week of work. You're grinding through the week. You're taking your kids to their practices, and God only knows what else you have to do. But they fear the rejection, and also they think, man, I'm fine with it, man. I don't need another friend. I don't want to engage in another friendship. But see, you're missing out from the real connections you have with people. Like I said a minute ago, you're not supposed to do this life alone, right? You're not supposed to sit here and be alone. There's something that goes beyond your routine, beyond the grind. See, there's a return on relationship. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go to Costco, dude, and you check in at Costco and you scan your badge or whatever you're doing at Costco. You walk past the TVs and you see the first dude across the way looking at their TV and you just go give him a big old hug. I'm not saying that. But instead of burying that talent you have in a connection, maybe try to invest in it. Yeah, it may be awkward at first. It's awkward. It's tough for adults to make friends. See, God expects us to invest in our talents and invest in the relationships because we're not meant to do life alone. Because life is too short for routines and lawn care. Invest in your talents, man. Build relationships. Don't do this life alone. Fatherhood Secrets. Cheers.